Hey y'all, it's Books with Kimberly and I'm here for my first TBR. Today I'm doing my TBR, which is books to be read. Usually these are done at the beginning of the month, and then at the end of the month you do like a wrap up of all the books you've read. But y'all, I told y'all I don't be reading that fast. I don't be reading that many books in a month. I'm going to do this TBR even though it's not the beginning of July. I'm starting now because y'all, I have like 10 days to read a whole bunch of books from the library, but I'm hoping that I can continue to get renewals, and throughout the process I'll be able to get all these books read. We'll see. So I have 3 books from the library, y'all. I checked out 7 books like right before quarantine happened, and I've read 4 of the 7, which is that's good for me. And no, it's not like I read 4 books over a span of like 3 months. I was reading other books too. Parable of the Talents by Octavia E. Butler. I've already finished Parable of the Sower, and I'll be doing a review on that later. But next up is Parable of the Talents. I'm really excited about this one because it's a continuation of that book, and I get to learn more about what happens to those characters. The second book I'm reading is by Octavia Butler as well, Lilith's Brood. I'm super excited about this. I think it's like 3 books in one. Don't quote me on that. I'm not really sure. I'm not a fan of reading the back of books, or reading what the book is about, because I don't really like spoilers. And I'm one of those people, like, once I read the back of the book, I'm like, oh, so this is going to happen and that's going to happen. And I just ruin it for myself. So it's best for me to just judge a book by its cover. And I'm really excited about this one. The third book I'm reading is by Kayla, Perrin. It is called Sizzling Desire. It's a romance novel. Now I will be going over the ebooks I'm reading through my library's Libby app. The first one is A Song of Race and Ruin by Roseanne A. Brown. So my cousin actually recommended this book in the comments of my first video, my booktube newbie tag. And I was like, oh, I'm going to check that book out. And as soon as I get on my Libby app, y'all, I see the book. And I'm just like, you know what? This is meant to be. So shout out to my cousin who recommended this book for me. Hopefully I read it and I can get back on what my thoughts are. I don't know much about what this book is. I know it's a young adult novel, and I also can tell it's a dystopian, and it's black girl magic. I can already tell from the cover. And I think it's set in Africa. Don't quote me on that, of course. I told you I don't read the back of books, so I don't know. I'm just excited about it. The second book is I'm Still Here by Austin Channing Brown. This is a Reese Book Club pick, and it's nonfiction. So y'all, don't hold me to actually get into this book. I told y'all I'm not the best at reading nonfiction, but it is a book about race and being black in America, and having to, live in white spaces, work in white spaces, go to church in white spaces. So I'm very interested on her perspective. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna skim through it, even if I hope I can get through it. Like, pray for me for real. So the next book is One to Watch by Kate Stayed in London. I probably said her name wrong, but I'm gonna just keep going. And I don't know much about this book either. Y'all see the theme that's going on here. But I saw that the cover has a plus size woman. This isn't a black author book, but I saw the plus size woman, and of course I'm trying to read more books that center on main characters who are plus size like myself. So I'm real interested in this book, especially because I think she's going to be a plus size bachelorette, which y'all, I don't watch The Bachelor and Bachelorette, but I am obsessed with Married at First Sight. And I'm also obsessed with Ready to Love on OWN. And both of these shows, I've always been saying, like, yeah, I enjoy them, but I wonder why they don't, have more plus size representation. So I'm interested in a book where it centers around, the dating show being centered around a plus size woman. So hopefully I get through this one and I like it. The next one is Cinderella is Dead by Kalynn Bayron. I can't give you a description of this book, but the cover is beautiful. And yo, Cinderella, the Brandy and Whitney Houston version, a classic. So if it has anything, I mean, it's a black girl on the cover, so a black Cinderella, or maybe she's not Cinderella. I'm not sure. So I'm into it. I think it's young adult, so I think I'm gonna enjoy that. We'll see. Lastly is Monday Isn't Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. I've heard so much about Tiffany D. Jackson books, but I have yet to read one. So I'm excited that Libby app has this. The reviews that I've seen several reviews on this book. It is about a young girl named Monday who goes missing, and her friend starts looking for her because I think the adults don't believe that she's actually missing. So this book sounds like it's gonna be a little heavy, but I really want to read her work, so I'm challenging myself to read this book. Hey y'all, I have absolutely no idea what happened to the recording of me talking about these two books. These are the books I have on hold through the Libby app. The first one is The Vanishing by Bennett. It's actually the book club pick for this book club I'm in, Book Girl Magic, and it is about two sisters who are light skinned and they run away as teenagers, and one of them decides to live a life as a white woman passing, and the other one lives the life as a black woman that she is. I only know this because I read a sample of it, because y'all know I don't read the back of the book, but I read a sample and I was completely sold, and I cannot wait to read this one. The next one is by Kwan, Sex and Vanity. I was obsessed with the Crazy Rich Asian series, so I'm excited to see what Kwan is bringing in this new book. Y'all, I actually had this one on the Libby app, but because I didn't download it, or because something must have happened, they actually took it away from me and put me back on the waiting list. I'm so upset about it, but that's okay, because God is going to come through in both of these books. I'm going to be next in line, and I'm going to be able to read them next month and do a review on them. So yeah, that's all I have to say about these two. So yeah, I just gave y'all a whole bunch of books that I want to read that are on my to be read list. I don't know when I'm going to read them. I have to read them now. I literally have 10 days left for both of these books. Well, less than 10 days on the library books, but I'm gonna see if I can get them renewed again. And then I have literally like 10 days on the Libby app books, and I know I can't read them all in 10 days, but I'm hoping nobody has holes behind me so I can keep rechecking them out until I finish them. I don't know how long it's going to take, but you know what? I'm challenging myself to read more. These are books that I'm actually really interested in, so we'll see how many I read, because I'm going to be honest again. I will read the first page and be like, you know what? This paragraph don't grab my attention. I don't think I'm going to read this, so we're going to see, y'all. We're going to see. Thank you again for tuning into Books with Kimberly. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All the book readers out there, let me know what you plan on reading for the rest of this month into July. Like, let me know what you have going on with your book reading. How are you doing? Are you reading more? Let me know, y'all. Like and subscribe. Thank you again, y'all. Books with Kimberly.